Weekends are for grilling and wine with burgers at the top of the menu. But not all burgers are beef, and that's why we invited sommelier Yannick Benjamin to share his wine recommendations for all kinds of burgers. Well, we're so happy to welcome Yannick back on the show. It's so good to see you. How are you?
Well, thank you for having me, and it's exciting to be back.
Well, before we jump into all the great wines you have for us today, let's first talk about you. Tell us about your restaurant, Contento, and also about your nonprofit work.
Well, thank you for asking. We have a restaurant here called Contento Restaurant right in Manhattan in New York City. And what makes us very special is that we're actually a barrier-free restaurant. So anyone that has a disability will come here feeling incredibly comfortable, feeling very happy because there are no physical barriers. But not only that, but our entire staff is trained to deal with people from all different backgrounds within the disability community. So that's really exciting. I have a nonprofit also called Wine on Wheels, and we help people with disabilities. We provide them with resources they may need to help them achieve a quality of life that everyone deserves.
Oh, Yannick, I think that is so wonderful. And what a great idea to do that. So kudos on that. And I want to jump into the wines because times are changing. I've got a lot of friends that love grilling outside, making burgers, but they've been into like the turkey burgers, even salmon burgers. What do you recommend when it comes to pairing?
So great question. We have a wonderful wine straight out of Australia called Yalumba. This is their wine series from the year 2021. 100% Viognier, absolutely delicious, floral, aromatic, orange blossom, ginger, honeysuckle, fresh apricot, very complex, perfect for outdoor eating of turkey and salmon burgers. Can't go wrong with this wine. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, so this is definitely a keeper, everyone, and especially if Yannick is recommending it. Well, I'll tell you what, I cannot wrap my head around meatless burgers, but of course we all have the friends that are vegetarian or vegan. So with that, what do you recommend?
So we are down in Chile from a producer called La Postal, Cuvée Alexandre. This is the Carmenere grape, okay? This is from a family from 7 generations. Really incredible story, incredible history. This is a wine that's smooth, medium body, but yet it's got power, beautiful spice aromas to it, complex with beautiful dark berries and chocolate. Very complex, lots of depth, beautiful tobacco leaves. Perfect pairing for plant-based, black bean, mushroom, lentil burgers, vegetarian, you name it. Again, smooth and really elegant.
Okay, beautiful. I love all the influences in this one, so thanks for that. Okay, and then we've got the people that love the classic beefy burger. For those, what do you recommend?
So we're in northern Spain, one of my favorite wines. Campo de Borja is the actual specific area in northern Spain. This is Bodegas Barsoa. This is 100% Garnacha, made from about average age 40 to 60-year-old vines, all grown on limestone, really complex. Tres Picos is a specific wine. It's a reference because it's grown on a mountain site. Unbelievable, super beautiful, full-bodied, blackberry, plum, leather, vanilla. This is perfect with that savoriness of beef burgers, even turkey burgers. But this is a very, diverse wine, very flexible to go with a lot of different things. Absolutely delicious. And I just want to say one more thing. All of these wines you can find in the state of Colorado. Just ask your favorite wine merchant or just go online, but you will find them very accessible, especially for price points as well.
Perfect. So it's not a hard on the wallet, and you can find them right here.
Absolutely.
Well, this one is calling my name, so maybe a little bit later we're going to be very good friends. Okay, well, Yannick, as a sommelier, you have a golden rule that everyone should know when it comes to wine. Will you tell us about that?
My golden rule for wine is that one, there should be no rules. If you want to drink something that, even though they say white wine with meat, with fish, or red wines with meat, if you want to have a white wine with meat and that's what you think goes well, then that's fine. That's great. That's up to you. you really. But if I really want to be like nitpicking, and I'll tell you what I like. I like to drink my wines at about 55 degrees. I don't like my wines to be room temperature, too warm, and I certainly don't want my wines to be too cold. If it's too cold, then it somewhat mutes the flavor. But if it's too warm, then it's really uncomfortable. It exacerbates the actual alcohol. So I think that sweet spot of 50 to 55 is a perfect temperature to drink all your wines.
Interesting. Okay, so I have to ask you something really quickly before we run out of time here. But I have a friend. Well, okay, it's my brother, but he likes red wine, but he puts ice in it. Like,
I'm not judging
that.
If that's his thing, I'm not judging. I mean, listen, I had years ago someone buy a $2,000 bottle of wine and they dumped Coca-Cola in it. Do whatever you want. I have no problem with it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. And next time I am in the Big Apple, I'm going to stop by Contento. And
Please do. We'll take great care of you. We can't wait to have you over.
Absolutely. Thank you, Yannick. A pleasure to see you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Well, you are now prepared. Stock your wine rack with the suggested bottles for burgers from Yannick Benjamin. You can also follow him at Yannick Benjamin and on wineonwheels.com.